In fact, all the books that I recommended in this video is a must read. Okay. Just read it. Hey guys, welcome back to this another book recommendation video. If you are new to my channel, then also check out these two videos: 10 Indian translated literature and 10 books based on India and Pakistan's partition history written by Indian authors. In this video, I'm going to recommend 5 Indian biographies and autobiographies which I'm very sure that you guys will love to read and will learn a lot from. Now, these might be just 5 books, but if you pick these books up, you will be reading more than 100 stories, and trust me, these are a few of the best books that I have ever read. Also, an update, I have changed my Instagram user ID from Runaway With Me to Nonfiction Solutions because I no longer resonated with the older user ID. I just started with that page for no particular reason, and now that it has become into a proper bookish page, I think Nonfiction Solutions would fit well with it. The first book that I'm going to recommend is 3000 Stitches by Sudha Murthy. Now, this is the first book that I read by Sudha Murthy, who is one of my favorite people in the world. This is a collection of 11 short stories of her personal life experience, where she talks about the beauty and ugliness of human nature. She talks very frankly and candidly about her impact on the Devdasi community and what it was like to be the only female student in the entire engineering college, and also the unexpected and inspiring consequences to her father's kindness, which, by the way, is one of my favorite stories in this entire book. I literally had tears in my eyes, and if not for the whole book, then at least for that one particular story, you must definitely give this book a try. I have a question for you. How many Indian women in history do you know about who did great things to earn names for themselves? 5, 10, maybe 15? Well, this book, The Unstoppable by Gayatri Punwanan, should not only be read by all of us, but in fact, I believe, should be a part of a school syllabus for a 15-year-old. The book is a collection of 75 stories of 75 extraordinary Indian women who broke the shackles to be the first one in their chosen stream, from a time when leaving one's house used to be a distant dream for any woman. I was doubting my own general knowledge at one point of time when I was reading this book. Let me just read the introduction or the first page of this book. It starts with a quote from a book, Little Woman. I want to do something splendid, something heroic or wonderful that won't be forgotten after I'm dead. What? You want to be a lawyer? Out of question. You're a woman, you are not meant to study. A doctor? But who would come to you for treatment? A dancer? No, good girls don't dance. I will also read the blurb because I really loved the way it is drafted. They flew planes, swam across oceans, led armies, performed stunts, built cities, and captured heroic moments on cameras, despite being constantly told to stay home because that's what good girls do. These were women who dared to dream and worked hard to turn their dreams into reality, who shaped their own destinies and refused to let anyone tell them what to do. As I said, this should be a part of a school syllabus. This is something that a 15-year-old student should be reading and learning about from their textbooks. Finally, the third book that I'm going to recommend, which you guys must definitely read if you haven't already, is India's Most Fearless by Rahul Singh and Shiv Arur. It covers 14 incredible stories of courage and fearlessness. It gives us a glimpse into the kind of heroism our Indian soldiers show under unthinkable hostile situations and circumstances. This book is a collection of their accounts and of those who were with them during their final moment. When I met the authors of this book back in December 2018 during the Crossword Award function, Shiv Arur asked me which story was my favorite from this book. And I said that I'm currently reading it, but the first one is my favorite. Today, I feel that that was a very stupid and a terrible answer to give. No one can say which one was their favorite because firstly, it is totally impossible to select one favorite, and secondly, it would be gravely wrong to select one particular story for yourself from an account full of sacrifice for a nation. If I were asked the same question today, then I would say that each and every story in this book is my favorite because literally every story made me cry and touched my heart, and I hold an incredible amount of respect for everyone who is mentioned in this book. I really hope that this short list of recommendation was helpful for you. I'm very sure that if you guys read this book, you will feel incredibly empowered and very proud to be an Indian. That is it from my side for today. Make sure that you like, share, and also subscribe. Leave a comment if you have read any of these books or if you have any more recommendations. I would love to hear from you guys. I will go for now, and I will be back with many more bookish videos soon. So until then, keep reading. Books based on partition. If I were asked the same question today, then I would say that each and every book in this book, each and every book in this book, 10 books on Indian literature translated